is another one of the Hostel movies I was watching. I put in this trailer came up. I think this was from Hostel 3. I think, and it's a Netflix film. Before I Wake, starring Kate Bosworth, Thomas Jane, and Jacob Tremblay, who is actually pretty good at this. This movie is a bit of a mixed bag for me. I did like some of the parts, but I felt like there were some things that just weren't explained to us really. They try to give us an exposition at the end, and the ending is probably the worst part of this movie for me because it's really, one, it keeps going on forever, and two, they try to explain something of this kid's abilities, but they really don't explain anything. But let's do a plot crunch quick and then I'll sit down. This couple who have recently lost a child and they found out they cannot have any more children. They adopt this kid named, come on, Cody. Named Cody, and they start to realize he has certain abilities. When he's asleep, things pop up like butterflies, which he's a fan of. And then they see the spirit of their dead son. Like their dead son manifests in front of them. And yeah, but there's also something called the Canker Man, which is one of the things that I am conflicted on. While the creature itself looks good, Canker Man is lurking, and it may be something evil, or maybe something kind of stupid. We'll get to it, but yeah. So, the trailer, once again, the trailer really got me. Just like the trailer for Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. But this one, I think, is better than Don't Be Afraid of the Dark because I think it delivers more on what the trailer, showed. It has this fantastical bewilderment, this fun little thing, bewilderment, fun kind of thing, and then you have the dark, this creature. Don't know what it is. Although once they explain what it is, it's a kind of moment. It's more of an eye roller, really. All because the kid couldn't pronounce the damn word right. I'm just saying. Kate Bosworth and Thomas Jane, pretty good in this movie, but the kid, still pretty good. I don't know. This movie it was good. I'll say it's good. It's Mike Flanagan, so it can never be that bad. I haven't seen all his films. This seems like one of his lesser films to me. I don't know. I was with it until the ending happened. Because the ending is really a non-ending. There's no real end to anything. That's what really confuses me and kind of makes me go, I don't know. And the explanation of what they give is a cop-out. Oh, well, you may be able to get these people back, but we don't know. Basically, is what they're saying. So, when we see in the beginning of this movie, there's this guy who points a gun at this kid, and then he is attacked by something. And then we cut to some time later, and this kid is being brought to this new couple. Okay, and they bring him in, and they have chemistry with this kid. They're a real family, like a couple trying to. And this is the first thing. We get an explanation as to what happened with their other son, Sean. But all we get is he drowned. And we can assume it was in a bathtub because the dad puts a handlebar thing. Like I have in my bathroom here. Right here. See, turn the light. See, I have these. Other than a handicapable apartment building. You can't even see me. I'm right here. Okay, I have them right here. I have these. people that have bad backs and stuff and need to hold on. We have those in this apartment building, in these apartments, because, you know, just in case. But he installs one in the bathtub, just above the bathtub, for this kid to hold on to so he doesn't drown. So we can assume maybe he drowned in the bathtub, but we never get a full story as to what happened. The kid later asks what happened, and all the dad says is he drowned. That's it. Not how he drowned, why he drowned, whose fault it was, who was supposed to be watching the kid. No. And it's really weird that he drowned in a bathtub, though. How old was it? Looks like their son is about the same age as Cody, so I don't know. But the movie gets weirder once the stuff starts happening and the dead son starts showing up. The mom, wanting to make sure that Cody gets knowledge of Sean, starts putting the picture back up that they took up and shows him a video of the Christmas that they had. And and she's like, well, the dad's had enough. He's like, I'm gonna go to bed. And she's like, no, I'll be up. And I'll be to bed. And she fixes up a cup of coffee. She wants to stay up and make sure that she can see it, But then he starts to have waking dreams because he's not sleeping. You see, this kid goes up. He has a box with energy drinks in it to keep him awake because he doesn't want these dreams, because his nightmares also come alive, and that's when the Canker Man shows up. And we see this with this bully who, up until this particular day, has not even messed with Cody. And, I already hate the bully trope, but this kid has shown that he likes to run off. That's all we know about him until now. And then he just knocks the butterfly thing out of him. I'm like, okay. But then Cody pushes him down, and I was like, oh, we're not going to do the thing where the teacher say, hey, we don't push kids, and he gets in trouble, even though the bully started it. Nope, that's not what happens. Thank God, because I hate that trope. Where bully comes up, pushes the kid fights back, and that kid is the one that gets in trouble because they didn't see the bully do anything. I hate that. And then when you try to explain it, he hit me first. Well, you shouldn't hit back. So I'm just supposed to get my ass kicked? I don't think so. That's what I always hated about them. There's bullies. They can hit you, but if you hit them back and someone sees you hit them, automatically you're the one that's in trouble because they didn't see the bully do anything. And they didn't do that, but I'm still complaining about it because it's an entire trope. But then this kid is waiting outside the classroom. He's like, I don't want to go to recess. I don't feel good. And so she's like, okay, just stay here and lay your head down. And even though this kid knows that when he goes to sleep, something happens, he puts his head down and falls asleep. And the Canker Man shows up. And we see Sean, and the bully's like, what? And then the Canker Man shows up, goes after him, the bully kid. Then the little girl that is sort of friends with Cody shows up and screams. You see like this cool little headband thing. Then it goes after and absorbs the bully kid. Terry, I think his name is. Who cares? So he's gone. And then they're trying to find the kid. And Cody's excuse is like, oh, the kid ran away. He does it all the time. They're still trying to find him. And even though there's a weird edit, when they went out for the day, the dad and Cody, which means he skipped school, but they show up and the cops are there and they're like, we're looking for this bully kid. Can we talk to your son? And it just cuts to them doing stuff. And then he's explaining to the mom what happened. I'm like, why didn't we see the scene with the cops talking to him? Why cut it? I don't know. So then the mom, this is what's really confusing. The mom knows there's something that goes on when the kid sleeps. And that Cody is very afraid to go to sleep because he knows something bad is going to happen. So the mom goes to a doctor and gets a prescription for sleeping pills and puts it in his milk when she gives him milk and cake and stuff. So he falls asleep, And of course, the Canker Man comes, and they're not able to wake him up. And this is where the movie kind of goes downhill for me. The dad gets absorbed, right, by the Canker Man. And then she gets knocked out. And when she wakes up, Cody's calling the cops. The cops show up and take Cody away for her giving the kid prescription. It was prescribed sleeping pills. And the thing is, they make a big deal. Why would you drug your child? They were prescribed pills. Well, we have to take him. She's like, what? You can't take him. We have to. Why? There's really no reason for them to take that kid. And their excuse is, oh, where's your husband? Huh? Her husband's not there. What does that have to do with anything? When was the last time you seen your husband? Because now, apparently, he's a suspect in the missing bully kid. Like, he took the bully kid and did something. What? I don't know. It's very obviously they're trying to kind of have these characters kind of try to put it together. Oh, the husband's not here, so he must be with the... No, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. And this whole ending where they take the kid just because they have to, because the husband's not there, and she gave them prescription medication that was prescribed specifically to this kid by a doctor, legally, yet that's child abuse. What? I understand if she's overdosing him, but she gave him the right prescribed medication. Right? Exactly what was prescribed. It's the exact amount, the right amount. And she did exactly what she was told to by the doctor. Yet that's child abuse. Bullshit. Bullshit. You give your child the exact prescribed amount. How is that child abuse? And then they make a big deal about where's your husband. What the fuck does that matter? This is all so we can have this big showdown at the orphanage where he's taken back to. And then she has to go to the lady they got her from and say, hey, I need, and she's like, I don't want to see you again. She takes this file and she goes to talk to the guy from the beginning who is revealed to be the first foster dad that he had, which, okay, and he explains what happened. His wife died. His wife got sick, and then she disappeared, and so he decided the only way to stop Cody was to kill him, but he couldn't do it, which they shouldn't. And then he explains to her, you have to do that. You have to kill him, and she's not going to do that, which is the right move. But then she finds this butterfly pillow, and she puts it all together in her head, what this is all about. So she finds this butterfly pillow, and she goes to this orphanage. And by now, he's fallen asleep because these two-faced, finger-wagging bitches who bitch and moan and complain about her drugging the child, decide to drug him with a sedative. Double standards much. That's why this doesn't make any sense. They berate her for drugging him with sleeping medication, and they're gonna give him a sedative. How is that any different than giving him sleeping pills? And yet, that's child abuse for her, but they're okay to do it. Bullshit. Bullshit. Anyway, so he's asleep. They make him go to sleep. When she gets there, everyone is in cocoons because she explained earlier that if the caterpillars go in cocoons to keep them safe. So he's put all these people in cocoons to keep them safe. Cocoons to keep them safe from the Canker Man. And she goes in there. She sees some things like a vision of herself with no eyes, turning Cody with no eyes into Sean with no eyes. Her husband pops up with no eyes, bugs coming out. And what is up with movies with bugs like Mama Did It, This Is Doing It? I don't know. And then the Canker Man comes after her. And she puts up the butterfly pillow, and the Canker Man turns into Cody, and she hugs him, and then he wakes up. And then she takes him home, which I don't know if that's even legal, but she takes him home, and then we get an explanation. And it's such a big eye rolling explanation. Like, oh, what? Because it turns out that Cody's birth mother had cancer. And when she shows him the file, she's like, what does that say? And he says, canker. I'm like, oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. No. No. No kid is that stupid to pronounce cancer canker. This is no. And so then they reveal that he was brought to see his mother before she passed, and she looked very similar to the canker monster. So quite literally, in his dreams, he was manifesting a version of his mother that turned into a monster because he thinks that the canker man killed his mother. However, there's more bullshit, okay? Because they start talking about, what about the others that disappeared? And she goes, well, you can imagine a world where the man got to see his wife again. The first foster dad reunited with his wife, where the bully woke up and he's just fine, and he's no longer a bully anymore. He's going to be nice. He doesn't remember anything. And where Daddy, he got the most special one. He's reunited with Sean. No, Daddy's coming back too. No, he's just reunited with the dead kid. Because the whole moral of this is that she has learned that now she's going to be a mother. Now she can be a mother and not hold on to her dead child anymore. She's going to be mother to Cody. And then that's the end. And it's like, okay, so the whole thing with that story she's telling is that, because he makes a butterfly appear when he's awake. So what she's trying to tell him is that if he hones his power, then eventually, maybe one day, he can bring everyone that disappeared back. The problem with that is they wouldn't be real. We've seen everything they manifest is not real. They disappeared at a certain point. Even that butterfly can poof after a certain while. So he can bring back the dead. He can bring back anyone. But they're not going to be real. They're not going to really exist. They're gone now, for all intents and purposes. If anything, what really should have happened, what really should have been the ending here, is when she defeats the Canker Man, everything, all the people that disappeared, come back. Because the Canker Man is now gone. And I don't remember anything that happened. Like the first foster mom wakes up in her house. Doesn't remember what happened. The other foster parents that disappeared, they wake up in their house. The dad comes back, wakes up in the house. The bully wakes up, probably at the school, very confused. That would have worked better than whatever this ending was. It really did. The movie was fine until we got to the ending. And not even the ending, the part where the child services come in and take the kid. Because it's all contrivance to, one, extend this movie out to an hour and a half runtime, and two, so that we can have this big ending where he's not in the house anymore. He's at this one place, and all these people are in cocoons. We can have another set piece to finish this off. That's all it's for. And just, yeah, I'm gonna give it a middle of the road. I liked it, but not as well as I thought I would. The ending really kind of just, you know, but yeah, it's not bad. There's better Mike Flanagan horror movies, you know. Oculus, Doctor Sleep. Among the two I can think of on the top of my head right now. He's done other Mike Flanagan has done other ones, other horror movies, and I think they're better, but it's still not bad. Don't get me wrong. People like this movie, that's fine. If you like it, like it. It's not that bad. Did Mike Flanagan do Ouija, Origins of Evil? I think. I don't know. But so what are your thoughts on Before I Wake when it comes? So make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'm Scotty, and I'll see you in the next one.